Alright, Shalom. It's the brother Kaya from GMS New Orleans. Coming back at you with another quick riding talk. Prior to get started, as I always do, I'd like to give infinite honors and prayers to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Wakahakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutation to the occupants pushing the truth and sincerity. And Lord willing, this video will be edifying first and foremost to the hopefully elect and to those that cleave to the body. And I want to get in a lesson today of basically when you improve, all right, or when you change, loneliness is the price you're going to have to pay, all right? Again, when you come into this truth, and you start to amend your ways, loneliness is going to be a price you have to pay, because when you're in the world, you got many friends, all right, many trains, okay? You got many things because you're all in agreement with what everybody doing. This truth sets you apart, all right? That's why it's called holy. So when you become set apart, you know, a man having been separated, you know, let me get that. It's Proverbs 18. Proverbs 18. I don't intend for this to be long, get straight to the point, right? And 1, through desire, a man having separated himself. It says through desire, a man having separated himself, seeking an intermediate with all wisdom, all right? So to be secluded and seclude yourself and come in a solitary state and become lonesome, all right? Many men have exchanged loneliness, man, for righteousness. You see? Your friends start to dwindle down, all right? Because what? You don't do the same things as you once did with them, okay? So now it not only become a burden, but it's also to see if you're willing to walk for the Lord when nobody is willing to walk with you. You see? And I'll tell you in Ecclesiastes, you know, 3. In Ecclesiastes, I believe it's 4:10. Let me see. Many people need people with them, or around them, bound, all right, to be able to capitalize on them, to be able to springboard them, all right? Use them as a stepping stool, okay? But when you separate yourself, you got to pull yourself up. You got to do the job. You got to scratch your own back, so to say, right? This is Ecclesiastes 4:9. 2 are better than 1, right? All right? But if you don't have one to your right or to your left, do you still yet walk for Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai? All right, or you look for man to help you, right? Woe to him who would trust in a man, curse to him that trusted in, you know, in man. It says they have a good reward for their labor if they be together. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. So we didn't really have true, you know, argument in the world. Well, we was falling. We was in a great deep. Because we was all in dark, we was in the darkness of we was walking in the era of our life, you see? But though yet, there was no one to really pick each other up. We couldn't pick each other up, you know? You got friends in the world where, you know, of old you may have grown up with. You know, we know people in the world, we regular, all right? But we didn't hold each other up. We didn't hold each other accountable for the law, statutes, and commandments, man. Right? So by default, though, we still was solitary in the world. Because we could be with a group of people but we're not together in unison. You see? It says, but woe to him that is long when he falleth, for he had not another to help him. All right? This is Lamentation 3:28. Start at 27. It is good for a man that he bear the yoke in his youth. Okay? He sitteth alone and keepeth silence because he had borne it upon him. So when we sit alone and be in a lonesome state, all right, we tend to born and carry the things, all right, when there's no one to lift us up, then we have to lift up what we have bound ourselves to, what we have walked in solidarity towards. This is loneliness, the condition of being solitary, right, or lonesome, dearly solitary, scheduled, secluded from society, dejected from want of company. All right? But we had many men that walked to the house of God in company, but became an enemy and a reproach for our sake, as it says in Psalms 55. You see? So when you start to improve and change and amend, loneliness is going to be a price you have to pay. You see that? This is Psalms. I believe 102. And 7, it says, I watch and am as a sparrow along the rooftop, alone upon the housetop, being alone. Feel like we're watching alone sometimes, man. All right, but that's when the Lord deal with you the most. He told Esdras separate himself. He told Abraham separate himself. Told Esdras, not only did he tell Esdras to separate himself, all right, for the vision, even in the when he would go and eat the grass, what the Lord had him eating, he was even separated from, from his own self, because he had to fast and cleanse his thoughts, that this may be able to resonate in his heart and in his spirit. And that's what we do. It's the process. Being like a lonely bird, They always say the man that's sitting on being solitary, is like almost being in an insane asylum. And what they do when they put you in an insane asylum, all right, you're what? By yourself. And that's when you can either maximize your spirit or be broken, man. So that's why we walk as soldiers, right? This is a warfare we're gonna have to walk, whether it be with our compadres or comrades, or it be by ourselves, which is of importance, man. That's why you gotta, work out thy own salvation and fear and trembling. Okay? Get out of there with this. The 2 Timothy 2. Second Timothy 4 and 10. For Demas had forsaken me, right? He had just saluted and greeted. This is Paul with Demas, who was laboring with him for a season, right? Checked out on him. It says, for Demas had forsaken me, having loved this present world, and is departed to Thessalonica. Credits to Grecians, Titus, and to Dalmatia. All right, but what happened is many men may forsake you, all right, or people in the world. But one thing you're not to get dejected away from, all right, or forsaken, is this truth, according to the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. So I don't want to write this out. Was that a fun? Next I'm gonna say shalom.